what this does, it gives a very good air circulation, because conifers, they typically only grow on the outside. So everything you see on the inside, that's what happens with it. So the more you remove it, get rid of it, suck it out, the better it breathes, the more shoots they shoot out, the healthier they look. If you end up not doing anything, you'll notice that if you ever take any herbivida, that is, this tree actually is about 15, maybe 20 years old. It's about 7.5 feet high. If this guy was not pruned the way it is pruned a couple times a year, it probably would have been about 20 feet tall and about 4 to 5 feet wide. So it would have been about this wide. It would have been about this tall. So I am reducing its size constantly by pruning, and as it pushes out growth, it only will push out growth on the healthy branches. So anything that you see on the inside, nothing's gonna grow on the inside. And so you have to control what grows and where. It's gonna be hard for me to open this up and prune this at the same time. You see this whole cluster right here? That typically what I'm looking for is this guy right here. There is nothing alive on it, it's dead, but it's sitting there and making an area really dense. See that? This whole thing is dead. And typically when you cut these, you can tell the sound that the branches make. When they're juicy, they cut easier. When you have to apply twice or 3 times as much force, it's dead. I don't know why this thing has died, because it goes on the inside. And so yeah, having to apply some force there. Even though I'm cutting a lot of dry, dead branches, I'm also having to cut some of the ones that are live wire, because as it's going to continue to grow, it's going to fill the area, ruining the whole look of a spiral. So some of these, trying to find a better one. See this area right here? So literally, I have to clean this up. Now what's going to happen next time, these guys will shoot out more branches here because they're stimulated to produce more growth. But that's one of those things. So if you don't want to do this, a spiral is not a maintenance-free tree. That's what makes it so unique and so unusual and so beautiful. As you can see. Then some of this dead stuff that you see here, I'll vacuum out, I'll shake out. See this whole cluster here? That is dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out. And what I'm going to do with the fresh new growth, I'm going to spread it in so it fills in. Let's see what happened. Ended up removing everything that doesn't belong here. But first of all, I'm going to stimulate some of these branches where they still may have some juice in it to shoot some new growth. But at the same time, these guys will fill in. Now we don't have a brown spot. Also, this area, the top, always becomes the most difficult area to shape as it grows in the quickest and the fastest. But if you want the spiral to continue to do its thing, you have to continue to shape this. See, I'm topping mine at a certain height, so each and every year, this is where it stops. I may let it go out another foot or so, but this is where I want it to be. So that's where you can see, I ended up, this guy right here is about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch wide. So I ended up topping it. So it's gonna continue to grow mostly in width. So if you ever see a guy standing on a small ladder that is vacuuming his trees, don't think he's crazy. Well, maybe. You see I'm vacuuming, sucking up all the dead stuff that does not let the tree breathe. This is a double spiral. Emerald green arborvitae.